enjoyed. It gives me great pleasure to start by introducing the producer of the film, Ofer Naim, and someone who needs no introduction, one of the finest actors coming out of Israel, Mr. Oshri Cohen.
Hi. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying. And I hope you had a good laugh. Yeah, I just landed. I'm so jet lagged. So sorry for.
So we won't make you play soccer now. But actually, that was my first question. How? I mean, I saw you had some serious moves there.
Yeah,
the special effects.
No. The director came to me one day and he said, "Listen, we're thinking about maybe bringing like a football player or an ex-football player that will do the moves." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? That's the whole reason I said yes to this movie, to show me as a football player, because when I was a kid I wanted to be a football player so much, and I finally fulfilled my dream." Thank you for seeing it, you know.
And as lighthearted and funny as it is, I think there's also some important statements that are made with the film. Just as far as creating an accepting society in Israel, I think it kind of the film in some ways shows that not everybody in Israeli society is accepting and tries to. I think there's a little bit of criticism at points like that. Do those things speak to you at all?
Yeah. First of all, I love movies that are I call it what if movies. You know what I mean? What if a football player in the most, I wouldn't say, sorry for saying barbarian, but in the most barbarian football crowd in Israel, one day will come and say, "I'm gay." What will happen? And it's like, it's a trick, it's a comic trick. But it also have a statement, yeah, and I think comedy is the best way to show it or to make people watch it and thinking about it. Because when you do when you do like a drama of two gays falling in love, then I think not everybody come and see. You know what I mean? But if you do a comedy on a football player, you know what I mean? So everybody come and see and watch, and it becomes more, I don't know.
It reaches everybody.
Yeah.
Ofer, when
I must say that some of the part of the story, it's true, based on the true story. I cannot say anything more.
I mean, of course, we know here in American sports, there's a lot of talk now when actors come out of the closet, when players come out of the closet. But you're saying in Israel they're not coming out yet.
No.
Okay. Well, maybe this movie will change that.
No, I don't think there are cycle that they gay in Israel, but some of the stories are true.
Some of the stories are true. Okay. You don't want to give any more than that.
No.
When you guys first...
I need to back home.
Okay, so Kushi is true, and that's happening. When you guys first heard of this project, did you say, okay, this thing, because it's dealing with very touchy subject matter here. You're dealing with minority populations. You're dealing with the gay population in Israel. Did you guys immediately know this would be such a big hit?
Yeah. When we know that Oshri and Gal and Eli and Mariano are playing in this movie, we know that it's going to be a big shot.
For me, every actor reached to a point that he need to be gay. You know what I mean? So for me, I could do a gay part without kissing a man, which was for me.
So they didn't have to pay you extra.
Yeah. But the way they told me is it's about a football player. I said yes, I'll do it.
I haven't pointed out about Oshri's background for those of you who are familiar a little bit with Israeli film, and he's been in many. One of my personal favorites is a film that was called here, Bonjour Monsieur Shlomi. Anybody see that one?
Yeah.
Monsieur Shlomi? That was your first role, right? That was your first major role.
Yeah, by Shemi Zarchin.
Shemi Zarchin, who's now one of Israel's leading directors and just came out.
This is when we first met.
Yeah. And I told him that one day we do a movie together. We did.
And it happened. Folks, I would like to open it up to you for any questions, comments, thoughts, if you wanted to really get into the deep analysis of this film. I'm just kidding. I think some things are better on the surface, but we'll have a microphone, so if you have any questions, just raise your hand. In the meantime, maybe tell me, how was this received by the critics?
Well, thing is, before the critics, we thought, we hoped that it's going to be a big hit in Israel. Because of the subject and because it's a comedy and it's like a summer movie going out in the summer. But then at the premiere, the war started, and we felt really bad because we thought, oh my God, that's bad timing for war, you know, because the movie is out. Please stop the war. The movie is out. Yeah, you know. But then an amazing thing happened, and people felt okay, I mean, legit, to go to the cinema and watch movies. More than going to parties and more than going to, I don't know, the bars. They went to the cinema, and it became a big hit, even though rockets were all over the place.
That's amazing. It shows that just the escapism that cinema provides at a time of war.
Yeah.
It makes a film like this actually even more important.
Yeah.
We have a question down here.
Love the movie.
Thank you.
I was wondering about you know, the movie is over the top for the whole movie, as contrasted with the very, very deep issues that are addressed in the movie. And I kept watching to see what was going to trump what.
Okay.
And they both rode the whole movie. Was that the intention? Because it's an easy world, I suppose, to play out as over the top. Obviously, not every movie would take that approach, but that was the approach for this movie. And yet, there were a lot of deep issues. So, can you comment on that concept?
I think that's something that the director maybe should answer, because he directed it as over the top, as you call it. And for us as actors, it was a big part. You know what I mean? Just coming every day and laugh every day, and it was like a party. So for us to be more, I don't know, to play big, to play it more, you know, to bring the comedy out and not to be afraid of it. And I know it was like a circus of you know, a circus of characters.
Has the film opened anywhere else in the world? Has it reached beyond Israel?
No, but I'm happy to say that there was one company that buy and going to do a remake to this movie, American company, and two scriptwriters just now sitting and making this movie in America.
Are they looking for an actor that can play football? And that did it already.
How are you at American football then?
Oh, no.
Not ready for you?
No.
We're going to take one last question over here.
I really, really enjoyed the movie and the fact that you were able to to deal with very deep things. And actually, the more I think about it, parts of it remind me of like La Casa File, where they escape from, that place where, in drag, and also Victim Victoria and Some Like It Hot, where they had to wear drag to escape from being killed. And the way it was all put together was so wonderful. I'm wondering if you thought if any of those other films were in the background in your mind when you thought about gays and drag and showmanship and going over the top.
Well, thing is, with my character, that he wasn't really gay. He was pretending to be gay.
Same thing with Some Like It Hot. They were pretending to be gay, and even Victim Victoria, they were pretending to be gay.
So I did watch a lot of movies, but I also imagine how would I react if I had to show other people I'm gay, but without saying it too much, And I think an actor is 50% things he see and duplicate, and 50% imagination, and that's important for an actor. So I think it was 50-50.
Thank you.
Oshri and Ofer, thank you both so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Folks, we have still many more days of films. Coming up at 8:30 on the roof, we have Salah Shabati, so please join us for that. Amir Kishon, my friend Kishon Sun will be there. And tomorrow night, of course, don't miss Sacred Sperm, along with Tubiansky at 8 p.m. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.